What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to Perfect Form Forever, where we talk anime, manga, and everything in between. What's happening, people? It's your boy. All right, so today we're talking One Piece card game, as per usual. But today we're going to talk about the PlayTCG offline regionals that just happened this weekend, or as well, it's Sunday night, so that just passed. I'm not even sure who won, but I just wanted to let you guys know of my experience in this tournament and how it went, what went down as far as what I did. Yeah, what went down as far as what I did, how I thought of the event, how it was ran, and all that stuff. Because I will tell you what's up. If it was bad, if it was good, if it was come see, come sa, I see, I see. All right, so. All right, so let's get into it. So I've had my critiques of this particular organizer from what's it called, from the nationals and all that good stuff. So I, well, my experience with the last regional I did, it wasn't bad. A couple of setbacks, but the overall experience wasn't bad, and I enjoyed myself. Right, so that's where the bar was. Bar was there's going to be setbacks, but as long as the event is done well, it's all good, right? All water under the bridge. So, and also we'll talk about some of the critiques I have and if they've done any better than that, right? So okay, let's get into it. So one thing, so if I were to grade this event from a 1 to 10, 10 meaning it was great, flawless, and a 1 being like, really? This is your first time doing it? I'm honestly going to grade this one very, very close to 10. We'll say 9.5-ish, right? And the reason why I'm grading it so high on this one is because every critique that I had from Nationals, it's being addressed, or it seems like it's been addressed, right? So let me take it back. What were my critiques? If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below if I remember to do that, or up top. What were my complaints about it? Communication, using a third-party pairing app, and all the setbacks that came with it, right? So first off, the venue was a hotel auditorium, I guess, the hotel auditorium. One, the auditorium was big enough to hold the event. Kudos. Of course, a lot of people were there. It was over 1,000 people there, probably I think 1,100 people there. Of course, it's going to get crowded between tables, but there was chairs, there was numbered tables, all that good stuff. There was some room to sit for spectators. There was another room for side events. So the layout was great, right? Even better than the other stadiums and things like that. Things to me looked great. Two, communication. PlayTCG really communicated when deck lists were due. I think it was either every week for like a month. They would say deck lists are due this time at this time, get it done. Every week, get it done. For parking, use this coupon code, so it's only $5. Every week, kept pressing that home. Get your deck list done. It's due at this time. And it was due the Friday at 8 p.m. before the event, right? Event happening Saturday. So communication, great. Now, the biggest thing that I had was the third-party software. That Best Coast parent stuff was for the birds. And it has been for the last two events I did with them, which is Nats and the Arlington joint. This time around, they not only are they using the Bandai app, which one of my critiques was to use that Bandai app, the deck list submissions were through the Bandai app. And that was one of my big critiques. Use the Bandai app. Use the app software from the company, so if something goes wrong, you could point at the company to fix it, not at a third party and try to, I don't know, kumbaya with them and try to get everything. Go straight to the head and say, look, I ran this tournament. All this crap went down. We need to fix it before the next one. And guess what? This tournament, again, reason why I like the Bandai app for tournaments, even though the app does need improvements, is that the push notifications, at least on iPhones, happens when the parents are up. That feature, with that feature, I don't need to go in the app to see where I am. It's on my home screen. I can just go straight to it. And I go in the app to see who I'm actually going against when that person sits down and kind of greet them by that name. But when it was RK9, when it was Best Coast Parent, you had to kind of search for yourself. Well, at least I did. And per round, you got to like tab over. And that was very annoying for me. So the event was ran through the Bandai app. That went smoothly. And with that going smoothly, I stayed for 7 rounds. And not one reparent happened. Everything worked flawlessly. And yeah, everything went flawlessly. Time, they were tight on time, meaning after you got 30 minutes, you got 5 minutes for overtime. When that overtime time was up, I believe another 5 minutes were done to get people to report through the app, and they were threatening people. It's like, yo, if y'all don't report, y'all both losing. And that's what needs to happen. We try to keep it on time as best as you can. And I appreciate that. It seems like they're getting their stuff together. And with that, the event to me moved flawlessly. Right? So like I said, to me, the event itself went great. As far as parents, as far as time, great. Like there's no hiccups. When they announced, hey, parents are up, like I knew parents are up before they announced it because, again, push notifications. And some people did too because people were moving before they announced it, but the announcers were great, the judges were great. And actually, this tournament, I actually had to call a judge for something, but we'll get into that when I talk about how I did in the tournament. But as far as the tournament itself, I think this is probably the only time it's gone smoothly. No hiccups. Everything was good. Everything was on point. And kudos to PlayTCG on that one. So I do have another one with them, online and offline one on August. So I'm pretty much planning on them to keep that standard up, right? But now let's get into how I played. So going into this tournament, I went with Katakuri. That was the leader I chose to go with because Yamato, even though she has double attack and sometimes it could be with bandage and stuff like that, I don't know. To me, it's like I was giving them too much cards in hand. Like they will take the hit, they'd get 2 cards, they get some kind of advantage, and they got blockers all over the place. And that deck I was playing with Yamato had like maybe 2 removal cards that are hardly ever stuck. Well, 3. Nami, Kadatsu, and the green card. I forget. The 4-cost green card. But they have to be rested for me to KO that. But so I went with who I go with? I went with Katakuri, and I went with a lot of removal cards. So I played Thunderbolt at 3 of those. I had Namis, I had Gadatsus. I had who else was KOing people out of the park? Of course, Beige did his thing. So this deck was focused on a lot more removal because the Gecko Warriors, pretty much the Gecko Warriors were getting on my nerves, right? But let's go round by round how I did. I have my notes here, so I'm gonna look at that. I should have put it on the computer, but whatever. So, of course, my first round was with Moria. And the funny thing about this, when I went to it, I was like, he took out his playmat. I'm like, this dude has a Treasure Cup finalist playmat. I'm like, oh, great. Of course, I get paired with someone that got this. And in my head, I'm like, well, you don't know if he got it through buying it or he actually earned it. So we're gonna play how we play it, right? Katakuri, I know how to play like the back of my hand. So I'm like, okay, let's just get it going. I know all the moves he can make, and a lot of it's funny with warrior players. There's a lot of different styles to it, and people are once I understand their styles, sometimes they could surprise me with some of their Gecko to Rebecca plays and stuff like that. So pretty dope. But actually, that first round, for the first time ever, I won the first round. Usually, I lose the first round in every tournament, no matter local, regional, Treasure Cup. I always lose it. This time around, I actually won, and I was super, super happy that I won this one. I'm like, if I could take out Gecko, I could do better, right? So after that one, going good, right? And that one, I kind of played my cards right. There was no, like, with that one, remembering there was no kind of, oh my, aha moments that happened. It's just that I had my big moms. And I had enough to keep him down and keep myself up. So kudos to me on that one. The next round, I went against a Uta. And this Uta, you have three kind of Utas. You have Kid Uta, you can have Dofi Uta, or you can have a Zoro 9-cost Uta, right? Those are the three, and you can have a combination of each. This particular one, after the fact, was a Dofi Uta, meaning he puts out Dofis as much as I could put out my big moms, right? So it's pretty much a match between who could out big boss each other. That particular one I did lose because my hand was just dead. I have it in my notes. I had a dead hand. Like, I had nothing to play with, and I saw none of my big moms, and I was trying to do with all my little characters, so it went long. Like, my matches are going long now. Usually my matches are like 10 minutes tops. Now it's going 15, 20 minutes. Like, I'm like, man, that's too much thinking for me. But that particular match, I did lose, but my hand was dead. Nothing I could do. Wasn't too upset about it. On to the next one. All right, the next round, I actually went against Anel. Anel has always been a leader that I've had a hard time with and rarely won with. Rarely won. But this particular day, things were going great, and I was able to put out the W on that one. That one, I have no idea how I did it. I think it came to his hand size, and I kind of starved him out, and more for his board than he could do than going for his life. So I kept him at, I think, 2 life because I was comfortable. Say, okay, I got my big moms in hand, so I could just kind of start yakking at him. But I make sure his board was clear, and I actually, for the first time, played that character right. So I ended up getting that W. He did make a few mistakes, and this actually that I saw, but of course I didn't tell him because, I ain't about that life. But this is the only time I had to call a judge because, what was the reason? I believe he had no life. No, he had 1 life. And I didn't know that Anel's ability could happen when he had 1 life, no cards in hand. And when I went after his life, I didn't know that he could put a life without trashing a card. Right? So, wording and things like that. We have to call a judge because I didn't even know that. So that happened. And again, as you heard, his hand, he had no hand, so he was top decking. And I was able to pull a W on that one. So that was dope. So another first. Wait, no, that's an L. So another first is a 3rd round win. Usually, and also, this is not a first. I've won the 3rd round before, but I'm in like as far as the tables, I'm in 200 and below, so I'm in the 100 table. So I'm like, yo, I'm near where the winners are. So these people aren't gonna be dropping out anytime soon. So after that win, round 4, I go against Perona. Perona, I'm very confident against. Right, the only thing Perona I know that she could do is drop Gecko Moria. Other than that, I understood her ability, and like they're gonna be removing stuff when they can, tapping my stuff when they can. But that one I didn't write any notes because that match just went smoothly for me. I dropped my big moms when I needed to, This one in particular was a 7-cost one that did it for me. And this is what happened. Well, this is a first. Me winning 2 matches in a row. I've never won 2 matches in a row in any kind of competition when it comes to this card game. So winning 2 in a row, another W for me. So I was able to win the first round, and I'm winning 2 in a row. So you know what that means. Here comes the L's. All right. So the 5th round, I'm winning against Black Yellow Luffy. Now, Black Yellow Luffy, I have not played against too seriously. I've kind of dabbled it myself because I'm still trying to understand it. But that leader is so annoying. The recycling and things like that, it was just like, I'm like, yo, does this ever stop? When Sabo keeps coming back to be a blocker, then Ace coming back with his rush attack. It's like no matter what you do, they're gonna keep coming back. So I got clobber knocked it. I just got outplayed on that one. I just got outplayed. Like I didn't know too much about that lead. I just got outplayed. And once he started hitting that 0 life, and I'm seeing him cycle it around and around, I'm like, this kill me already. Let's get this over with, right? So that was my L number 2. So I'm like, okay, let's keep it going. I'm feeling good, keeping it going. Again, my rule is four losses, then I have to debate if I'm leaving the event or not, right? Then my round 6, I go against Nami. I'm like, oh no. Oh no, like and the reason I say oh no is because my Yamato deck, that deck is built to fight Nami. I could easily handle Nami with my Yamato one. But my Katakuri one, it's a longer playing deck. Like I'm playing the long game with that one. So I'm just kind of stalling out, using all the 2K counters and try to get my big moms off, try to play on curve and tall, wide, whatever. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have real trouble when we get to 10 dunk because that is gonna be bad. And what made this matchup bad is that the dude was able to put 2 Zephs on the field I had no answer for. I was like, oh man, there goes like 14 cards. Next thing you know, he had 12 and he just solitaired me out. So that loss made me a little sour. I was a little sour about that, not because it was a Nami player, just because I knew what was coming. There was nothing for me to do unless I got the cards I wanted, which I knew I can't pray for the cards I want. Not when I need them. It's like, nah, it's not gonna happen, right? So at that time, that's round 6. I usually drop up at round 5, so I'm already going for the long game. Then round 7. Now this is where I'm in the 300 tables now. I go against Bello Betty, and my hand was just not there with that one. And I made it as close as I could be, but he was able to build the board in a way I didn't like. And I think it was like the last hit when I was like 1K counter short, and I was like, all right, I'm good. And at that point, I was really hoping I could make at least top 512 or something like that. But with that second loss, I'm like, nah, I ain't got it. I ain't got it in me no more. And plus, also, I had a pre-release that night. So I know I couldn't stay for too long because I didn't plan on doing this good, but I couldn't stay for too long. So I said, you know what? I gotta go. So after that round, I dropped out and kept it moving. But all in all, like, I was surprised how well I did, considering. But I was very surprised on the outcome of my matches and how they went. I thought since I haven't been playing as much since my last offline regional, that I didn't, kind of forgot how to play. But with Katakuri, I played that deck so many times, like I could play with my eyes closed if I get the kind of cards I want in hand. So that was dope. And outside of that, of course, when I'm in an in-person event, I love to trade me some cards. But the thing is, I only had a few EBO one alternate arts to trade and a bunch of other SRs and things like that. But I was able to trade for some cards that I needed. Some of the cards off the top of my head was the Ace starter deck alternate art, the Three Brothers one. I was able to get that one because I had the other two. EBO ones, La Boone, and anything else from EBO one? Yeah, just that. I still got to get Floppe and Kid Killer. I got Reiju leader card, the alternate art leader card. Was looking for that. And I'm playing with this. This is my son's toy. And a few here and there, right? Some other stuff to fill in the binder and things like that. So, dope. Right? So, trading was great. A lot of people go over there for trading. One thing about in-person trading is that you never know what kind of cards people need, right? So what I did with this one, after I walked around the venue a few times, I actually held my my binder out and just see what happened. And I was surprised at what people wanted. So it's always good to get some of the cards off my hands to get cards that I need, right? So again, all in all, 9.5. The event was great. The location was great. Oh, also one thing the event had that none of the events I've ever done in the One Piece card game had. This event had water. They had 2 water stations where they had cups and water. So, and also the concession stand was in the venue also. And now I guess that was provided by the hotel. But since it was in a hotel and not a stadium per se, there was food there was free water, and there were 2 vendors. Never seen this before. Usually one vendor. There were 2 vendor shops that was there selling their One Piece cards that were buying and selling. So again, this event was better than all the other ones I've done in Texas and in California. And how many did I do in California? 1. I do 2. Well, 2 considering the nationals. Maybe we'll say 3, right? And none of them had food in the venue. None of them had water. So, yeah. So this has been the best one since I've been playing this game. So kudos to PlayTCG for stepping it up and taking my advice that they probably didn't hear, but I was the only one in these streets saying it. So kudos to PlayTCG. You got to give props where props are due, and they did their thing and all that good stuff. But I wonder who won that one. All right. So we got that locked down. What else? Let's talk about something else real quick. Let's talk about pre-releases, right? This pre-release, I decided just to do one because I don't know. I know I'm not gonna win it. I know I'm not gonna win it, and I know the pre-release championship card is gonna be cheap because no one likes Kid, and I know I could get that card fairly cheaply when my next by the end of August when I do my next in-person tournament. So I wasn't stressing about that too much. I just I've been doing pre-releases for almost all the sets. I don't think I did it for set 3. Did I do it for set 3? No, I don't. Yeah, I did. I've done all of them apart from set 3. That's in the midst of me moving. So I know I enjoy it. So I did that. And let's go back to the regionals. For the regionals, they gave us 2 participation regional packs and 6 packs of OPO 5. Yeah, OPO 5, Awakening of New Era. I was hoping they gave out OPO 7, but they gave out OPO 5. And with that one, I pulled alternate art. I had 1 alternate art. What's her face? Ulti. And I was able to trade that away, so all good. But with this pre-release, 6 packs, and I was able to pull an alternate art card. Let me get the binder, actually. Give me 1 sec. Alrighty, so I was able. Oh damn! Did I put it in here? I did. Okay. I was actually able to pull a chase card. Oh, can we see it? Come on. Hand. This does not wake up. Focus. There we go. I was able to pull the treasure rare. Okay, the treasure rare law. So that's dope. Oop, focus on me now. Boom. So that's dope. I was able to pull that. So you know I put that straight in my binder. This is my new binder for OP07 and on for the next 4 sets. But yes, I was able to pull a chase card in 6 packs. So all good. Of course, in that one I won only 1 match. The rest of our cards are nothing. So yeah, but I didn't really expect anything out of my pre-release and all that good stuff. And what else? What else is going on? That's about it. Let's at the time of this recording, actually the second anniversary premium Bandai set is on pre-order right now. I was looking forward to pre-ordering that. It's the price is $180, but I don't know. I want it, but I'm gonna restrict myself from getting it. Right? Few reasons. One, $180 is kind of steep. 2, it comes out next year in March, and I don't want to do that. I'm getting tired of pre-ordering from premium Bandai now. 3, I'm not gonna FOMO this out. Like all the other cards I got, like they're cool, but it's not something I'm staring at every day. It's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I got this card and this. Like, I honestly, I don't know. I gotta really restrain myself from trying to buy everything. I know I've told you guys that, but after the next set, I'm gonna chill out. I'm kind of fall back from trying to the cases and things like that. I'm gonna kind of dial it back a little bit and try to see how the singles route go and see if it's a better route for me. Of course, content wise, it'd be a lot less, but I gotta try. I'm trying to find my balance because gotta be careful how things are going around here, right? So I do have a case of OP07. I done pre-ordered OP08, but OP09 I've been thinking like, do I really need to go that hard again? So that one's up in the air still, but I'm leaning towards just kind of falling back and try and do it a different way. But we got that. So yeah, so with the premium Bandai second anniversary set, I didn't get the first, not missing it. I doubt I'm gonna get the second one. I'm gonna practice restraint with that one because again, I don't want to pre-order anything that's like March, April, May, June. Yeah, like 9 months out. Like I'm kind of done with that. But it is dope. Like the mat, the card case, the dice, the cards, the mat box. I mean, it is all dope. But I got other stuff I need to buy, honestly, and I just can't buy everything. So that's what it is with that. What else we got going on? That's about it. Yeah, we got regionals. Told you guys how I did. I ended up going 3 wins, 4 losses. That's great for me. Pre-release, I got my treasure rare law. So we got 1 chase card down. And the premium Bandai, I'm gonna hold off on that. If you guys get it while it's hot, because it's going to sell out. And that's about it. For the new, I keep saying that I'm gonna do videos of me on the sim, but I always forget or don't want to do it. But I'm gonna try to see if I could play Lucci. Again, my favorite colors to play is yellow, being top, black second, green, red third, purple after that, then blue. I'll never play blue. So I'm going to see if I could understand the Lucci and black and yellow Luffy. I got to try to understand. And even like red, purple law. I mean, my goodness, these decks are just crazy. And I didn't go against any red, purple laws in regionals, which is kind of odd, but satisfying because I did not want to be stressed out with that leader. But I need to learn how to play these really meta decks instead of going after some like Dragon or Foxy or something like that. So we'll see what happens. But this video's gone long enough. So again, parting words. Great job, PlayTCG. Keep it up. Next video on the One Piece card game will be a case unboxing that's got confirmed that's getting shipped to me. That will probably happen sometime next week, within the week. Pre-releases went well. Didn't win, but I'll end up getting that pre-release card somehow. Premium Bandai, if you want that second anniversary, pre-order it now because it will sell out and come back and forth in and out. And that's it. Oliver Williams, Perfect Form Forever. I appreciate you listening to me. I'm just yammering on. But I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.